Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan. Still a bit sick in this video today, unfortunately. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow to figure it out, though, so that's a good thing. But today, what we're going to be getting into and discussing is going to be the Bike Air Jordan 4, how you guys may be able to cop this pair, since keep in mind, it is coming very, very soon. July 20th is the rumored drop date, or the scheduled drop date. I'll show you all some locations where it may happen on that day, but also, there's a couple locations where there's some raffles going on. There's already been like an in-store raffle for Kith in New York and some other locations, I believe, but why don't we dive into it? Because again, this is a cool pair. I think it'll do well. I know not everybody likes it, but I mean, it'll flip. I'll tell you that. So if you want more content like this, again, feel free to check out my Instagrams down below. And you guys can subscribe and like for more content like this here on the channel, man. Just try to 200 likes. And also, do not forget, I'm always buying, selling, and trading here. So if you ever want to do some business with me, you know, I got a couple pairs. City of Cinema, you know what I mean? Some other ones. So again, ever interested, hit me up. Also post like early pair content here too. So check that out. But also, don't forget to check us out at Resale Vision. Don't forget, you guys can see some of the undermarket sneakers we're doing for week 3. Retail breads, we're doing undermarket big size SB4s, 12 and 13, and some other sizes. We're doing undermarket Grateful Dead SBs, retail Nina Chanel's, some, I think we're going to do retail slides probably. So, I mean, if that's anything that you guys are interested in, make sure you guys join up and do not miss out. And you can read some of our reviews on our website, our page right here as well, and make sure you guys join down below. If you want to, you know, start sourcing more undermarket sneakers, especially the Grateful Deads, those are hard to come across, but we got them tomorrow. So I hope to see you guys there, and again, you can read everything there, and why don't we get into it? So the first thing I'm gonna directly dive into, we're not gonna discuss the resale first. Obviously, you guys can see the prices are, you know, they're good. These are doing just fine right now. That's one of the main things to be understood. But I think one of the more important things to discuss, which I'm like, I don't know. It's not here. Hold up. I got to add this back in. So I was going to pull up the Sneaker News article, but I literally just took a screenshot of it because Sneaker News likes loading 5 million ads whenever you try and read one of their articles. So it becomes unreadable. Literally freezes your page. So I just took a screenshot of it. I was like, you know what? Fine. I was going to give y'all some credit, but I mean, if y'all don't want it, y'all don't want it. You know what I mean? I'll say that. Put less ads. But aside from that, as you guys can see, again, we're going to have a sneakers release. This is rumored for July 20th. APB. Actually, this raffle is already open. You can literally just look up apbstore.com or just look up APB Store in Google, then go into the releases tab and scroll down, and this will be right here. I've already entered mine, you know, for my size 9. I'm going to try and hit. I think they might be doing an in-store raffle on their Instagram as well. If you go to APB Store, their Instagram page, I'll pop up that page right now. If you go there, I believe they are doing an in-store raffle for this particular pair. So if you live near an APB store, could be beneficial, you know what I mean? Yeah, you might have a really good chance at getting a pair, you know what I mean? That's what I can say. But aside from that, again, another one that we have, not the resale, excuse me, but aside from APB, again, the Kith raffle is already closed. This was the in-store one, and we also have one on Sneaker Politics. I think there's a couple other raffles online as well. I know there's not just these ones. I'm going to link them all down below, though, if you just need to see where the raffles are at. There will be more that'll be consistently loading. Here, I got a really good website for y'all. So, as always, shout out to my guys, Raffle Sneakers. Lovely free website right here. And you guys can see there's a few raffles for these. As you can see, more than, you know, were listed. Some in Japan, some worldwide, sneakers and stuff. APB, I believe they have an in-store one as well. I mean, look, you got another one in Japan, Europe, BSTN, Brooklyn Project. This was another one they did in New York. I believe they've already dropped those pairs. So, or no, there's 2 more days for those. So, I mean, I don't know. Brooklyn Project is usually pretty honest from what I know. They'll probably backdoor a couple. I mean, I don't blame them, you know what I mean? Nice shoe, and they'll probably do really well because they're not going to drop a lot of them. I mean, it's another thing I can say. These are not dropping at like a million spots. I think these could go up in price. This is one of the main things I'm going to predict. I think they are not going to drop a ton of these in sneakers. They're going to keep it kind of limited, like some of the previous NIGEL Sylvester collabs. And the reason those ones were limited is because they weren't on like as popular of models, right? Like they were on like the Airship, stuff like that. Like still good models, but not as popular as, again, something we'll have like this. For example, the Jordan 4 RM, which I think is catching some hype, man. I think people are starting to feel these. Like, has a dad shoe vibe. Again, $125 retail price. Like, it's not super expensive. Like, after taxes and shipping and all that, like, the most you're paying is like 155 or 158, something like that. But you can see, solid flip. I could see these doing really, really well, though. Honestly, one of those sneakers I could see surprising people and going up in price. Maybe $100, $200 just because, again, a ton of people want to cop them, you know, right away. But sneakers ends up not doing enough pair. In-store raffles, you know, end up not doing enough pairs. And then people have to rush to apps and get their pair. And, you know, that's going to cause prices to soar up. Kind of like what happened with the CPFMs. I could see that happening with these just because, again, they don't make enough of them. But we have to see, again, this is also the start of, like, kind of one of the first, if not the first collab on the Jordan 4 RM. So, kind of understanding that, like, one of the first bigger name collabs we've had on it. So, I just, again, I see it aging well. I think it's, you know, kind of the start of a series that will end up being decently popular. Like, I think that, you know, we still got the Black Cap Jordan 4 RM on the way. Like, I know those are going to be super popular. Even though, again, I know some people in my comments were like, these are just not it. Again, I can totally understand where you'd be like, I don't get these. But if you understand how the game's working right now, I mean, it's connected to the Jordan 4 name, it'll probably flip, you know what I mean? So I'll say that. I mean, they did it with SB last year. That pair ended up working out really well. I think it'll probably happen with this one, where it makes a lot of progress. The box is also unique, super cool. I'll have an in-hand review, hopefully, by the end of this week. I'm just waiting for my guy to get back to me. He hasn't gotten back to me today, so I'm hoping he still has them, or else I'm going to have to do some more digging today. I will find them, but that's what I can say. So aside from the APB raffle, some of the other ones, which again, you guys can enter down below, that's on the Raffles Sneakers website. Sneakers drop, again, should be coming soon. It's not loaded yet, but it's rumored for July 20th. I see no reason as to why they wouldn't put these on Snkrs too, considering they put the other Jordan 4 RMs they've already dropped. Like some of the other like starter colorways, like they did like a bone and black colorway. I think that one, yeah, like they already dropped in like Snkrs Korea, and they might have brought it to the US. Aside from that, that one has already happened, and I see no reason as to why they wouldn't bring, again, another Jordan 4 RM right to Snkrs. Would be very surprised if we did not see a drop here. But if it ended up being boutiques only, I mean, it's just going straight up, being honest. I mean, that's what I can say, you know what I mean? But aside from that, again, another place where I think they're going to be dropping this particular pair is Nigel Sylvester's website. Kind of like Nina Chanel. Recently, she had a collaboration, and they did it on her website as well. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I think it's getsupercool.com. They did some pairs on her website, though, and it wasn't impossible to cop. Like, manual users had a decent chance. And I think we'll probably see something similar on Nigel Sylvester's website where they drop his pair here, because again, it's his like signature website. They have a shop section, like it can handle it. Well, I don't know about that, but I'm saying they could do them here, and I see no reason as to why they wouldn't here. But if it's following the trends of recent collaborators, like all the recent Nike collabs have been dropping on the collaborators website too. So I see no reason as to why they wouldn't do it on Nigel Sylvester's everythingongo.com website. So I'm gonna link that down below too. Again, I'm trying to give you all a lot of info here because we might be seeing Snkrs, we might be seeing Nigel Sylvester's websites. Those are the only two that are up in the air. But I see no reason as to, again, why they wouldn't do it on Snkrs. I can understand why they wouldn't do it on Nigel's website, just because maybe, you know, it couldn't handle it, or because there's just not enough pairs. But yeah, we got also all the raffles down below, so make sure you guys are entering in those. Don't miss out, because again, those are a really good chance. I know raffles sometimes feel like they're impossible to hit on, but if you never enter them, then of course you never hit on them. You know what I mean? If you only enter in a raffle once every 6 months or 2 years, like think about your odds realistically. Just, it's not going to work out. But yeah, aside from that, hopefully this video was very informative and gave you all a lot of information as to where you all will be able to cop the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 4. Also want to get into the resale, because again, I know some of y'all are curious about this, and keep in mind, we're going to be doing undermarket pairs of these in resale vision. So if you're not there, you're missing out, because we're doing those tomorrow. So I mean, if you want a chance to cop a pair on the market, we got you, as long as my guy comes through, which he should. So we got these coming tomorrow, hopefully, for some of the group members. Really clean pair. I'm definitely going to need my personal. Aside from that, my personal prediction, I mean, again, I see these probably coming down to another 30, 40 bucks. There's going to be more online raffles, stuff like that loads up. I mean, we'll probably have a Snkrs release load up as well. So that'll probably cause prices to come down, I think, $30, $40 in most sizes. However, some of those really big sizes, like a 14, 13, 12.5, 12, 11.5, I just don't know how many of those they're going to make realistically. Like, those are really popular sizes, aside from 14. I know people still wear that size, though. It's just, yeah, I just don't think there's going to be too many of these. So my personal opinion, I see these doing well over time, man. Like that, I honestly, like, if you want my thoughts, I think these will be a decent hold. Because again, it's the start of a series. My prediction is the 300, 400 bucks. That's why I think these will end up reselling. I know that sounds high to people, but they could go higher. Like, they could go higher. If the CPFMs can, like the fuchsia pair, if that one could be 800 bucks right now, or 700 bucks right now, and it was like 300 like a few weeks ago, I mean, this could easily be a more expensive sneaker. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But we have to see how many they do, how limited it ends up being on sneakers. So they do 100,000 plus on sneakers, then scratch everything I just said. They will not resell for 300 to 400 bucks, a lot lower than that. But we can just hope for more pairs or more raffles. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't mind if these end up, having some available stock, because I could see them again doing well over time. It's the start of a series, and it's a good colorway, very wearable. I know it's not everybody's style, 100%. But yeah, it's one that I can admire. I'll say that. It's a cool collab, and again, I see it doing well. So your boy might go buy a pair today. I don't know. We're gonna see. I need to get a few today. That's 100% what I'm doing. But make sure y'all check out Raffle Sneakers, link down below. That'll be in the pinned comment. And again, check us out at Resale Vision. We're gonna be doing undermarket pairs of these bike airs. We got some Grateful Deads. We're also doing some retail breads, retail Nina Chanel. So check that out. Make sure you guys get access today, and don't miss out on sourcing more pairs for less, as what we specialize in. You can even read our review. Shout out Shane. What's up, Shane? I did a review, not a review, but met up with him the other day, gave him an unreleased pair. So as you guys can see, that is the type of stuff we do, and we got good recommendations. So see y'all there down below. See what week 3 is right there. And yeah, follow my Instagram. You want early prayer content, anything like that? Check it out. It's all right there. I really don't got too much more to say other than that. I'm super stuffed up. I got like a sore throat right now, so sorry about that if I just sounded off in this video. It's because I am, you know what I mean? I'm not 100% healthy right now, but I'm going to get it figured out tomorrow, so hopefully that'll be nearing the end of this sickness, because it hasn't been a good one, I'll tell you that. Like, it is, like, usually I don't have sicknesses for this long, so I'm getting it figured out. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm T, thank you guys, and I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow on the next one. Peace!